Hello, I'm King Sports Information Graduate Assistant Randall Stewart, and joining me on today's edition of Tornado Watch is men's volleyball player Jeremy Funk. How are you doing today, Jeremy?
Pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so Jeremy, last weekend the men's volleyball team opened up its season. You split 4 matches, including picking up a conference win against Belmont Abbey.
Right.
How did you feel about how the weekend went?
I mean, obviously we want to go 4-0, but getting at least one win in conference was huge. And I think we showed that, despite being down, we can come back and fight through adversity.
Now, the team did a lot of things well in the matches over the weekend, but one area where you guys seemed to struggle was on serve receive. What does the team need to do to get better in that aspect going into this weekend's games?
Right, well, that just goes back to concentrating on the little things, moving our feet and also our communication. That's got to start at the libero position and then filter down through the outside. So if we can work on our communication and focus on the little things, we'll be good there.
Now, the area where you guys were probably most impressive this weekend was on the block. In 4 matches, you guys accumulated 39.5 blocks. As a back row player, how does it help, how does it affect what you do coming off the block?
Oh, that's huge because, if your block is solid, that takes up so much court, and you base on your defense off of where your block is. So if your block's taking up a huge part of the court, then you have a small area to cover. So as a defensive player, that is huge.
Now, last weekend, you guys had 4 matches in a span of 22 hours. But this weekend, you play Friday night at 7 and then again Saturday at 3 o'clock. How does the mental and physical preparation change between a grueling weekend like last weekend and then this weekend where it's a little easier?
Right. I'd say the mental stays the same because, it still can end up being 10 games. Hopefully not. But physically, for especially our hitters, it's huge, playing 17 games versus possibility of playing only 6. So it's huge. It gives your hitters time to recover, but mentally it's the same.
Now, last weekend at the King University Invitational was the first time that I've ever watched men's volleyball in person. So for the uninitiated like myself, what are some of the main differences between the way that men's and women's volleyball is played?
I'd say the length of rallies, because in the women's game you have longer rallies because you have solid defense still, but you don't have as people who are jumping as high or who are as tall. So in the men's game it's normally just pass set and the ball's either box straight down or hit straight down. So I'd say the length of rallies is the main difference.
All right, Jeremy, thank you very much and good luck in the 2 matches this weekend.
Thank you. Favorite coach?